Jennifer Zamparelli on 2FM.
Okay, so you probably read about the story online or in the paper recently. There was a sex party for Irish swingers held in Laois. Sex? Swingers? Laois? We just had to investigate, and when we did, we discovered that the company that runs these exclusive parties is called Killing Kittens, and that company was set up by a woman called Emma Sayle, and she's on the line now to explain all. Good morning, Emma.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm all right, thanks. How are you?
I'm confused. I'm confused that you went all the way to Laois, County Laois, to organise this sex party. First of all, I need to ask you, who knew? Is there a market for it in Ireland especially?
Yeah, so we do them all over the world. And, I mean, they've always been, you use the word swinging parties, but they're not swinging parties. And have never been swinging parties.
So what's the difference? What's the difference?
I mean, swingers are couples who swap couples and go off into different bedrooms with each other's other halves, which obviously has been going on for centuries and centuries and centuries. But Killing Kittens from day one has always been about providing a safe environment for women to explore their sexuality and women to be in control. So with Killing Kittens parties, there's a lot of single women that come along. There's a lot of couples where the women in the couple will be bisexual or bi-curious. So they'll be interested in, exploring with other women. So it's very, very female focused. It's definitely not sort of all couples swapping partners with each other.
Okay.
It's not that. Yeah,
okay.
It's not that at all.
Thanks for clarifying. So, so are women your target audience, so to speak?
Yeah, so the women are our target audience, and whether that's single women on their own, or whether that's lesbian couples, or whether that's straight couples, where it's sort of, again, the women in control and sort of leading the way. So it's targeted at women, but there's obviously a lot of men involved. And yeah, that's it. And we do different events all over the world. We do some that are girls only. Half our events actually involve keeping your clothes on.
What's the point of that?
I know, where's the fun in all that? But a lot with talks and workshops and sort of couples retreats, which might tell you how to take your clothes off. But
can I ask you, Emma? Can I ask you? So you pay €130. So what do you actually get? Just to explain, what do you actually get for €130?
So we kind of pride ourselves at being at the high end. So the venues we use will be top end luxury venues. All over the world.
So that's why you went to Laois. You obviously had a nice
do you know
property.
what? I'll let you know now. It's a secret. It wasn't actually Laois. It was just outside Dublin.
Okay.
But for some reason, that story, I don't know, sloppy journalism got hold of an old story from last year where we were doing one in Laois. So.
Okay, so it's just outside of Dublin. Handy if you live in Dublin. Get there quicker.
Exactly.
So let's say I'm going to this event. So I rock up fully in my clothes, I suspect.
Yeah.
I knock on the door opens.
So we have like a champagne and oyster reception usually, or depending on different countries, it might change on what the drinks we offer or the canapé we offer. And then sometimes, depending on the venues, we'll have DJs. And then it's just a party, but members only. And yeah, that's it in a nutshell.
Okay, and do you put your phones away? Do you have to go up and chat someone up, or do you go, listen, do you want to give me a go on this? Okay.
So we ban phones. So I always say in 14 years, no one's ever checked into a Killing Kittens party on social media. So we ban phones, so cameras, anything like that. And it's just very relaxed, and they're just good parties, and it's not this. People just assume that you have to get naked as soon as you walk in the door, but actually sort of 50% of the people that come along will keep their clothes on and will stay in the downstairs bit and just enjoy the party. It's sort of only if you wander upstairs into various areas that you might see the nakedness going on.
And is there someone there kind of orchestrating or putting people together or anything like that?
No, it's very, people sort of chat with each other, and it's kind of, there's so many different reasons why people come along. That it's up to them, and whether that's a girl exploring with another girl or sort of 6 girls all together, or, very straight couples who just sort of want to sort of get involved with 5 other straight couples, or
and people
have different reasons.
People can remain anonymous.
Yeah, completely. So everyone comes in masks. We ask people to keep their masks on until the door's shut and reception's over, and then it's up to them whether they keep the mask on or take it off.
Oh, wow. It's not like a Freddy Krueger mask, is it? Because that would be really
No.
frightening. It's like...
Yeah, it would be frightening.
Okay. Now, on your website, you describe yourself as a wife, a mother, a liberator, feminist and sex entrepreneur. How the hell did you get the idea to set up Killing Kittens?
That's why I'm slightly out of breath pushing my youngest one.
Oh, how
along
old?
the tow path at 10 months, trying to get her to sleep. So
wow.
The juggle is real.
The struggle is real, yeah. So when did you set this up?
So I started it 14 years ago, and I was working in PR and was doing the PR for the Erotica show, and it was sort of 2005 when Sex and the City had come out, and someone sort of hit the high street, and there was all this talk about female sort of sexual revolution going on, and I just wasn't seeing it, and I felt everything in the adult industry was very much run by men. I felt that that it was still very judgmental. So if a single female went out and had a one-night stand, she sort of kept it very secret or was judged if she did tell anyone for being a slut or a swag. But men could go out there and, they'd be high-fived and told they're a legend. So it just really annoyed me.
Was it hard?
Yeah.
Was it hard getting, pardon the phrase, but was it difficult, let's just say, getting customers in the very beginning 14 years ago?
Do you know what? It was very kind of word of mouth, and I had a very big network in London, and part of that network was quite a, not loose, but sort of sexually charged group where the women were very in control, and exploring, and so to be honest, I mean, the first party I did was 40 people, and I did a monthly party which had sort of 40 to 80 people once a month for the first year. So it was kind of just very organic and slow. And
do you have
any? The first decade was like that, really.
Do you take any precautions, because I mean anybody can slip through the net? What about security and stuff like that?
So we have security. We have security. We have, depending on numbers. So it's 100 people in Ireland. We'll have 2 or 3 security. We'll have 3 to 5 girls staff that wander around. Everyone has to be members to attend, so they've got to register on the Met website, sort of prove they're a real person, signed NDAs. So it's all sort of, and we don't release their venue details, so people can't rock up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you went to the same school as Kate Middleton, it says here, and you were actually pals. But what do your friends and family think about what you do?
Do you know what when I first started 14 years ago, it was a very different world
yes.
we lived in. And, there was a lot of, what the hell are you doing? Are you mad? And, and I lost a few friends, but I'm very much like, if I get a bee in my bonnet or fire in my belly, then I will just do it. Tunnel vision. And my family and close friends knew me, and they knew what I was doing it. And they understood it. And so they're, very supportive.
You lost a couple of friends, but probably friends that were worth losing if they weren't going to support you in this. I mean,
but it's funny how many are sort of slowly coming out of the woodwork now, kind of trying to get back in, because it's apparently more associated, that's all now.
That's right. It's more, a little bit more acceptable, I would say now. We're all just a little bit more liberated, but are Irish people as liberated?
Maybe not so much in Ireland yet.
I was going to ask you, how are we doing with all that?
Do you know what? Well, if you look at the parties, they're very liberated, and we've got a big demand, and we get between 100 and 150 people at each event, and we've gone more often now. Wow. We were doing sort of a couple a year, now we're sort of doing every other month. So the demand is there, but obviously as a society and country, it's not obviously as sort of liberated as London or New York, but it's getting more so. So it's like looking at London sort of 8 years ago.
Jesus, Emma, you must have seen everything at this stage. Everything.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you now, just finally, if someone wants to dip their toe, just speaking for a friend, dip their toe in this world, what should they do?
So the first thing is just sign up to the site, and then we've got various chat groups. So a lot of people come onto the site, and then they'll start chatting with members online within these groups, and they get a sort of a feel for the sort of people there. And then I just say, come to one, and whether it's with a friend or with your other half or on your own, and just have rules to say, do you know what, we're going to go along, see what it's like, agree to not get involved and not take clothes off, and just check it out. We can walk out the door at any point.
Okay.
So
Good advice.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, listen, thanks so much for taking our call, Emma, there. And if you want to get involved, you can check out our website. Can somebody get my husband on the line? I just have something I want to run by him, something I want to do in the next month.
Jennifer Zamparelli on 2FM.